fellow traders, and welcome to FX Rhapsody. Today we are looking at trend lines. Now, trend lines are probably the most common form of technical analysis in Forex trading. They're probably one of the most underutilized ones as well. Now, if drawn correctly, they can be as accurate as any other method. Now, unfortunately, you get a lot of traders that don't draw them correctly, and they try to make that line fit the market instead of the other way around. Now, in their most basic form, an uptrend line is drawn along the bottom of an easily identified support area. Now, this is also known as an ascending trend line. Now, in a downtrend, the trend line is drawn at the top of an easily identified resistance area. Now, this is known as a descending trend line. Now, to draw trend lines, probably all you have to do is locate two major tops or two major bottoms and basically connect them. Now, there are three types of trend lines. You get an uptrend with your higher highs and higher lows, and then you get a downtrend with your lower highs and lower lows. And then you also get a sideways trend, which I call a consolidation phase in the market. Now, it takes at least two tops or two bottoms to draw a valid trend line, but it takes three to confirm a trend line. The steeper the line you draw, the less reliable it is going to be, and it is most likely going to break out. So, like that horizontal support and resistance levels, trend lines become stronger the more times they are tested. And most importantly, guys, do not ever draw trend lines by forcing them to fit the market. If they do not fit right, then that trend line isn't a valid one. Now, let's go to the charts and I'll show you how I draw my trend lines. Okay, guys, now we are looking at the euro dollar on a daily time frame. So we can see that price is currently in a downtrend. Now, the confirmation for that is that price went down. It came to a resistance area at the top, and price shot down and it made a lower low. Price went up again and it made a lower high. Then price came down and it made another lower low. Now, for a downtrend, or the confirmation, excuse me, for the confirmation is that we had a support area over here. And this support area was your lower low, and it came up and it made a lower high. Then price broke down and it made a lower low. Then price shot up again, it retested, or the support became a resistance, and it retested that area. And that became, it went from a lower low to a lower high. So here we can see that price made another support, and the resistance became support. Now, for this trend line, and like we said before, it takes two tops for a trend line to form, or where you can draw a valid trend line. But it is, a third one is always the confirmation. So what I do is, in this instance, is that I would take my trend line tool and I would draw my trend line. Now, what I would do is I would make sure that I get as many wicks in as possible on my line. So I've got one, or as many wicks touching this line as possible. So I've got 1, 2, 3, almost a fourth, 5, 6, 7, 8. There we've got 8 wicks touching it. Let's adjust it a little bit. There we go. Now, like I said before, we've got structure over here, and let's see what price does. Now, price needs to either break through and retest, and when it go up, for a potential market to go up, or this trend to be broken, basically to become a bullish. But currently it's in a bearish trend, which is a downtrend. And here we can see that this resistance area was respected nicely. Price is still heading down. We're expecting price to break through the support, as it is on a downtrend. So it needs to break through, and it needs to come and retest this area. So let's see what happens. So price is currently on the support area over here, It's trying to break through, It's going onto support. Price shoots up again towards the trend line. It bounces off the trend line to touch it let's call it a third time, because this was the second time, this was the third time. And then price bounced off it, and this is where you would enter your sell. And then here we can see price broke through the support, and it closed, and it went all the way down. And now this structure has been broken, or not broken, but I mean the support has become a resistance. So now we wait to see where price comes up again to make another support, and it's right there. The only time I would look for a buy in this current situation in the downtrend is when price will break this support area. So basically when price breaks the support or the trend line, breaks it, comes and retests that structure of support, and it shoots up, and this is when we will see a change in a trend, being from a downtrend to a uptrend. So let's wait and see what price does. Price comes up and it retests this area of resistance or support that became resistance. And this is very crucial, why I always say that don't just draw a trend line and follow it. Look at all the other aspects in the market. Look at your support and resistance lines and draw them, and this is where the structure comes into play when it comes to Forex. So here we can see nicely how price is respecting both the trend line and the resistance line, and also bouncing off the support. Like I said, the only time I will be looking at placing a buy in this downtrend is when price breaks through this trend line, which is a current and an obvious downtrend. As we can see, price made a lower high, went down to a lower low, came up for a lower high, is currently going down to make another lower low. So let's just wait and see and what price does. We want price to break through this resistance currently, and then, like we said, for a buy opportunity, we want price to break and close above it, like we've seen just now. Price broke through the support, closed a little bit, but then again we've got this trend line to look at as well. So these are all confirmations, and as we could see right here, price broke through the trend line and closed above it. It actually respects the bottom, the tops of resistance. Price tries to come down a little bit, sellers try to push the price back down again, but this is the area where the bias takes over, and this is the area that we need to look for a potential buy, and this is exactly where trend starts changing. So we could see that price came down, it went up, it broke the resistance, it bounced back through it again, it came up, it broke through basically it was a false breakout, and it just went up and it broke through the trend line, the downtrend, and it bounced off the resistance at the top, came back down to retest this trend line area like we spoke before, and then price started carrying on. And just look at how nicely price respects these previous support and resistance areas as well. So this is very crucial in your trading, and as soon as you learn how to draw them, to look out for them, you will definitely your trading will improve dramatically. So this is all for today, guys. I hope this was insightful for you. Let's like this video, put your comments in the comment section, subscribe to my channel. I've put a link in the description to my Telegram channel as well, where I will be posting updates on videos and also some analysis that I will be posting there. And then also I've put a link in the description to my preferred broker, so check it out, guys, and I will be seeing you in the next video. Till later, happy trading.